Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. So before we get started, I'd like to say a big thanks to you guys for allowing me to hit 300 subscribers. We're doing really well right now, and once again I'd just like to say thank you. Now if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like and consider subscribing if you're new here. Now enough with all the self-promotion stuff, I'll get on to the video. Now this video is targeted towards more of the beginner type of players because the game's been blowing up recently and I've seen a lot of these beginners make these mistakes over and over and over again. So I thought this would be an amazing time to share my experience on what you can do to improve and make sure that you do not make these mistakes again. And if you have a question on one of these topics, feel free to let me know in the comments below and I'd love to explain or just talk about the topic. Alright, now that I've explained the video idea, let's get started. So mistake number one, I see pretty much all new players doing this at some point, and that's players just sitting in net. And even if I have the puck, as you can see in the clip, I'm taking it around the net and taking it up the ice. But with my teammate right there, he's not only making it a 2v3, but he's also cutting out a lane, and is pretty much blocking me from deking to the right. But yeah, I can't emphasize this enough. Please do not play in goal. Go around, actually give it a try, because you're not actually playing the game how it's meant to be played. Just give it a try, go around, chase the puck, and just play around with it. And also in this situation, I'm going to show you a clip on what you're supposed to be doing instead of just sitting in net. Alright, so you can see that Red has possession behind their net, and they have both of their teammates up above and kind of up the ice, not in the net. And that's sort of what you're aiming for. If you don't actually know where to go, just go up the ice. It's better than just sitting in net. But if you want to get a more in-depth guide on this, feel free to check out my positioning and rotations video. It'll explain this sort of triangle that they're forming, but that's sort of how you'll be doing this. So in a short explanation of what they're doing, they're forming a triangle, giving the person behind the net with the puck two options to pass to, or he can carry it up the ice. This is pretty much making it very tricky for the defense to defend rather than it being a 2v3 and one of your teammates just sitting in net doing absolutely nothing. So in a short recap, don't sit in net and just go up the ice and try and give your teammate an option to pass to. Alright, so for the next mistake, I don't see this too often, but as you can see in the clip, my teammate pretty much runs into me and knocks the puck away. Now, this is a pretty simple fix. All you really got to do is just look at what your teammate is doing. If he's still on the puck and moving it, say, behind, just space out and give him some space to move. Coming up from behind and just hitting him like that is not going to help him out and is just going to be very frustrating for your teammates. This can turn into a big problem later on because your teammates, as you get better, will often move the puck around the boards, and if you're constantly interrupting when they're doing that, you're going to be causing a ton of turnovers. Alright, so for the next mistake, this one can be quite important. And this is more of a mindset thing that personally I've had a lot of trouble with and that I've really suffered through. Now, pretty much what the issue is personally, I love to change my camera settings, sensitivity, a ton. And when I see like a pro hitting a flashy shot, that kind of encourages me to maybe switch over, and that's just the mindset that you really don't need. Personally, I've switched camera settings like 5 times already, and it's really slowed me down at what my potential is. So before you get really energetic and really want to try out a new camera setting, think about it before you actually make the change, because it can be quite the hassle getting used to a new camera setting, sensitivity, or whatever you're switching. So for this mistake, I can easily give you a tip, and that is just stick with what you got. If you need to expand on it, I recommend making sure that, this isn't going to mess you up in your future. Alright, so for this next mistake, we're going to be looking at players pretty much bunching up. And as you can see in this clip, there's 3 players literally almost all together. And you do not want to be doing this. You want to be more spread out so that you're covering more space on the ice. Now, they're pretty much giving the red team a really easy option at scoring because they're all in one spot, and as you can see, the puck is sort of behind almost all of them, pretty much giving the red team, if they're smart about it or in the right place, they could easily score that. And as well, if you are all in the same position and you're playing competent players, they can just pass around you and easily score and win like that. Now, if you know what Rocket League is, there's something called rotations and positioning. And that's pretty much the same thing in here, except actually not the same thing. What we go by is a triangle formation. Now, this is a bit more of an advanced topic, and if you want, as I said in the first mistake, go check out my positioning and rotations video if you want to get familiar with how rotations and, how the sort of triangle formation works in Slapshot. And learning this rotation is going to really help you with spacing out from your teammates and causing less collisions with your teammates when they have possession. But before you go and make a challenge, check if your teammates are going for it as well, and try and space out. Give your teammates some space so that if they want to do something, they won't get bunched up or you won't accidentally hit them. So a short recap of this mistake is make sure that if your teammates are pressuring or going for the puck, that you're giving them space and you're also covering any sort of option that the other team might have. And try your best to use a triangle formation with your teammates to try and space out, create a better and more efficient way of defending, and causing a counteroffensive that might just end up giving your team a scoring opportunity. Alright, that's going to wrap up this video. It was kind of short, I apologize for that, but I kind of had to rush it out because, well, my schedule is running a little bit tight today. But yeah, as I said in the intro, I really appreciate all the massive support I've been getting on the channel. It really does mean a lot, and yeah, thank you. And if you're still watching this, feel free to join my Discord server. You can post in the community clips channel, which will hopefully get you in the next community montage. But yeah, if you have any questions on the video, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.